this is Renee and welcome to my own little world. It is time for the last part of this series where I talk about what BTS would put into their journal if they were to have a journal. And as always, take everything that I say with a grain of salt because it's not a fact. This is just my opinion. If you want to see the other parts of the series that I did so far, there's a playlist up in the cards and in the description as well. And since we're at the last part, it is time for our golden maknae, Jungkook. And I'm excited for this one because I love his aesthetic and I really appreciate his creativity. So let's get into this. For this spread in particular, I decided to go for more of a, I would like to say, digital approach. I decided to pick out a lot of pictures that have to do with PCs and computers and windows like that, because Jungkook likes to game in his free time. He's quite a bit of a gamer, at least in my understanding, and therefore I wanted to kind of fit my theme onto that as well. Since the sticker that I use for basically every part of these series, I use a AliExpress BTS sticker as a guideline and kind of a color scheme for the theme. I went with a lot of blue and a little bit of brown, but mostly black and white as a color scheme for this spread. And I am organizing the pictures that I found on Pinterest and that I already pre-cut a bit to kind of get an idea of what pictures would look great together. And on my left page, I decided to go yet again with a bigger picture that I use as a place to write my journaling part of this video in. And I decided to do that in a window like you see on a computer. And I wanted to make this spread kind of like it was through his lens, because as you all know, Jungkook really likes to capture everything, and I mean, we all have seen his editing, his video editing skills and his filming skills, so I really wanted to capture that in this spread as well, because he is a really creative guy and he really deserves credit for that. And I think that in his journal he kind of makes it known and kind of shares his creativity as well. And not only in like writing down possible lyrics or ideas that he has in mind, but also with different aesthetics probably. That's what I personally think. I think that Jungkook, because he generally isn't really scared to try out new things, I think that he would like to switch up the things that he does in his journal every once in a while, just to keep it interesting, because I mean, he really has a lot of different hobbies and that's why I really relate to him in that aspect. But I think that he would try to decorate his journal in different ways, but that's my personal opinion. And I don't think he will only write about, like I said, lyrics or things that his Hyungs did, or like proud moments, or writing about what happened that day, or like the events and stuff like that. I think he would also really use his journal not only to write in it, but also to challenge his creative side. And by that I mean that I think he would probably doodle in his journal as well. Or maybe if he were to have kind of a receipt or a note or anything that he doodled on, he would stick it in. And I think that he would kind of look for possible designs for tattoos as well. Or at least I like to think that he does. Maybe he doesn't even think about that, or at least he lets the tattoo artist like design his tattoos for him. But I would like to believe that he really thinks about what kind of tattoo he would like, and that he also thinks about the design that he would like on his body, basically. And because this spread is kind of about the way Jungkook sees the world, at least that's what I was going for, I also decided to put a picture, or at least a collage picture, in the spread from, I think it was from his video that he posted, like the Golden Closet film. I think it's part of that video. Because I really wanted to capture, in this spread I wanted to capture what the world looks like through his lens. And the doodles of the eye and the other two hands that I also stick down on the page are kind of possible designs for tattoos. Because I know that he has an eye tattoo, so I thought that it would be suitable. And of course I can't help but also stick down some cookie stickers as well. And then it's time to clear my desk. And to add it to the index. And this is the end result. It's not a very colorful spread, but I still really like it, and I think it still fits his personality very well. And honestly, I'm a bit sad that this series is over. I mean, I really enjoyed making the different spreads. And again, if you would like to see all the other spreads that I did for this series, and if you want to know what I talked about with every member, there's a playlist down below and in the cards. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked this video. Stay hydrated, stay tuned, and until my next video, bye!